were saying, you know, like you're just promoting something that's unhealthy. So they've got a new billboard out now, and it has 3 large women wearing bikinis, and it says, "We're Beachbody ready, 3 years on," a little reminder. And they're talking express instructions to the contractor. But in the meantime, Deborah Turner is planning how she can spend her windfall. This part of our life might have fun. And if that can help me have a little bit more fun, that'd be great. Well, some 18,000 people nationwide can potentially get between $2,400 even up to $30,000 apiece for one man. Now, to see if you're one of them, you can go to cbsnews.com.
Obviously, our founding fathers gave us the ability to provide impeachment documents. It is a privilege resolution on the floor, which means that any member of Congress can bring it, and it would require a vote within 2 legislative days.
A year ago, they're hoping to change their fortunes. First of 7 meetings between the 2 teams. On this Monday night in Arlington, Mike. Players can run up to 4 or 5 or so your game.
Now come open. These are all things that undermine the government's case. That's why they kept them redacted. This is a pattern for people like Andrew Weissman trying to convince people that what's false is really true. This judge had enough of that kind of thing, and I hope we see it start. If we see Congress pushing, and we see the judiciary pushing, and you keep up this fight, it's going to come out. It's going to come out in the open. And on top of all of this, of course, as was reported many times, Sarah Carter has written about the FISA applications.
Done by Juran Shana, Homer Bailey.
But then somewhere along the line, in the 90s or 2000s, they stopped doing it. They decided tobacco was a bigger issue for the PSA crowd. And now, I couldn't believe how much garbage had flown across the street into my yard. I was like, wow, someone had a Frito party. And then when I walked through the park, there was just a haggle of, I guess a gaggle. Haggle would be different. Haggle. Of parents that were just looking at, surveying, like it looked like there was a Lollapalooza just happened. And all it was a nice day. Losing the battle of park garbage. So maybe Pete, you and I download, we can come up with new PSAs that we can try to get up on NBC Saturday morning.
And that's where they got it from. And they went back and forth. The British used high misdemeanors, they rejected that language. High treason, they rejected that language. So they worked the language. But there's no question where they got the ideas from. Remember, Article 2, Section 4. The president, vice president, and all civil officers, this will all make sense. Just stick with me. and all civil officers of the United States shall be removed from office on impeachment for and conviction of treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors.
Find it really offensive.
Yeah.
I found it to be mild and delightfully flavored, so I thought, how could someone really despise this, you know? And it's amazing how we're wired, I guess.
Well, I eat curry. I can't stand the smell of it. I don't want to
But
look
see,
at it.
technically,
I'm enfranchised.
Who would be jealous?
Why wouldn't you be?
He's a little bit older than Tom.
I gotta tell you though, that's the reason you were asking the question, because you thought it was weird that Pablo Torre would hang out with one of the stars of Lethal Weapon.
Correct.
AAR relies on our sustaining members for their continued support. Become a sustainer today. There's no renewals on your to-do list, and more of your gifts goes directly to great programming.
Century back, I think you all know that. If you ever listened to Nightside before, there is only one bank in my financial world, and it is Century Bank. I became Mormon from South America, and she was a very strong Mormon, so I thought, so I saw.
All of our emotions, you know, sometimes the day can bring such rage in our emotions, such overwhelming pain. But Jesus wants to restore our soul.